Check that out. Carl Munson here with the Good Morning Portugal show from expatsportugal.com. How are you this morning? It's Feel Good Friday. Thank you so much, Pete, for that beautiful intro video there. Pete from Castanheira da Pita, Castanheira da Pera in central Portugal. I love that. Thank you so much. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you have to watch the replay because he's given me a wonderful, he made it himself from central Portugal there. The new intro for the Good Morning Portugal show. It is Feel Good Friday this morning. We've already got a hello coming in, a joyful hello. This is what we say now. We say bon dia, alegria. Thank you, Gail, for that reminder and that lovely sentiment that comes with that phrase that Philomena gave us last Friday and reminded us about. You may well be here. Oh, what a great intro. I was cheering along with it. I love it. I'm It's beautiful, Pete. Really like it. And I'm sure other people will be whistling that in time. It's Feel Good Friday and coming on to the Belters, Emma and Josh are here.
Bon dia, alegria.
Very good. Isn't that nice?
Bon dia, alegria.
Bon dia, alegria. A joyful hello, and we are getting a few greetings coming already. Beautiful video, bon dia todos, and thank God it's Friday from Sintra Farming Family. Emma and Josh, the Belters are here for Feel Good Friday.
Yeah.
To see us into the weekend. I mean, it is a bit weird, isn't it? Because Friday, for a lot of people, is just like any other day now. But I think we're hardwired, aren't we, to look forward to the weekend? And I'm sure you guys are.
Yeah, definitely.
So how are you this morning?
Well, we're awake, which is unusual at this time in the morning, to be honest.
It's a good start. Thank you for that. I realise I've put you under immense pressure this morning. As performers, you'll be night owls, won't you? And
Yeah.
Normally, our normal playing time's 7 o'clock at night. So getting up and
9,
singing.
10 o'clock, Some depends.
Depends
on the gig. Sometimes you start at like 10 o'clock. Sometimes you start at 12 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So
you're usually working into the night, first thing in the morning. And like, Jesus, that's a bit.
Trying to get the voices warmed up this morning when we first started singing.
Rusty, you should have. It was like cats being strangled. It was not nice to hear.
Apologies to your neighbours for making you do your vocal warm up.
Oh, there's no neighbours.
We're in the caravan, so we're all right. Nobody about.
That's all right. That's fantastic. That's great to hear. We have people tuning in for you already, which is fantastic. Yay! And we've got friends all over the world who want to say hello as well. Gary here, Garvo from our community here. Impressive intro, Pete. It says Portugal very nicely. Absolutely agree. Fiona's here. Bon dia, alegria. Very good. Hank Stalica in California. He might communicate with us in his Arnold Schwarzenegger voice, which he tends to do. Bon dia, friends. Great to be with you all again. Hiya, Hank. Up in North Portugal is Mark Rigby. Bon dia from Povoa de Varzim. People getting ready to hear some live music on the Good Morning Portugal show. A bit of a first for us, I think. Hola, bon dia, mi amigos. Can't believe you're such an early riser after your 10-year anniversary. All right, Pete, easy. Maybe I didn't go to bed. Maybe I just walked nonchalantly straight into the studio. Great intro. But what would I expect from somebody called Pete? Okay, you Pete's, get a room. The Pete Appreciation, like the Pete Self-Appreciation Society. They're very good. Bon dia, alegria this is catching on beautifully. Adrian Caffrey, good morning to you, Adrian. Rona's here as well. Rona Lucia, good morning. Emma and George. Look at this. Where can we buy their music?
We've not even started yet. Wait till you hear us first, mate. You might change your mind.
It's a couple of grand for an album,
It's like a bespoke service. You'll write an album to order for a couple of grand.
Actually, we have been talking about that. There is actually a market for writing songs for special occasions for people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
PM these guys if you want to do that. That'll be. I mean, if you're wondering, the Americans, what language Josh and Emma are speaking, it's called Scottish. Okay, so I can translate for you if it does become difficult at any time. So, bon dia from Porto this morning.
The expert understand that, eh?
Oh, you've got sun in Brixton. Hi, Penny. Lucky you. Got more sun than we've got here. It's.
Yeah, we don't like it when people come on. Yeah. That's a nice little Scottish twist, isn't it? What was that? Okay. Yeah. We're learning Scottish this morning.
It's like another language.
It is, isn't it?
It is.
when I was growing up, my best mate, his grandma was proper Scottish from Falkirk, I think she was from, and she was living in down in London where we were all growing up, and she'd be knitting, and I'd say to her, what are you knitting, Grandma? She said, "Oh, it's a jacket for a monkey. Do you want to try it on?" And it would get me every time. Bondi can agree anyway. The sun is peeping through here in Brixton. I think Emma and Josh get that.
That's actually not bad. That's not bad, eh? That was pretty good, actually.
Bad,
usually the English can't do the Scottish accent.
I thought you were quietly judging me there as being...
No, mate, that's actually not bad.
All right, very good. Over in Australia now. Bon dia alegria from Mark Jones in Queensland over there. Fiona Worrell, love the accents. First from home I've heard in a long time. There you go. Peggy, Prosecco Peggy, she's from America but lives in the Algarve, not far from you. Bon dia, Carl and the Belters this morning. Looking forward to the day and this beautiful start. Absolutely, Peggy. Hank saying, hey, Josh, is dia pronounced with a G sound or a D sound? Is it D unit or G unit? Dia or Gia? I think it's, if you're Portuguese, it's going to be dia. If you're a bit more on the Brazilian vibe, is bon dia, I think might be the answer there. Definitely, look, D for dia.
D from the D.
Bon dia alegria from Owen. Hello, Owen. I may need a bit of translation. See, we're just trying to help out here.
We're trying to talk slowly for you, Seth, with a bit more pronunciation.
Thank you, Emma.
That's better. What?
Mrs. Hank loves everything Irish, Scottish, and I love anything indie. You're in for a treat then this morning.
You're in for a treat,
put the music on the expat site. Okay, Peggy, we will, absolutely. Look at this, demands for the music. Oh, look. Drich here too. Is that right? Drich.
Aye.
What does that mean?
Drich's like
grey.
Like grey and dull. Like Scotland, do you know dull?
Okay, grey. There we go. We can learn in Portuguese and Scottish. It's fantastic. And Hank's thanking Joel.
Sean Connery.
Sean Connery accent.
He's got a very soft Scottish accent. He's not like, I think he's
Edinburgh.
Aye, yeah, there you go, posh.
Edinburgh.
Posh part, okay.
But, a bit posh.
We're gypsies, so
I saw a fantastic meme of his, Sean Connery.
Working class.
When I've done DIY, I like to touch myself. Hi guys, proud of you, says Brenda Lawson.
Thanks, Brenda.
Pete Bleach, the Americans will understand. The engines, can it take it? Okay, that's Star Trek, isn't it? Bon dia alegria from Riesel Furtado. Americans listening. Canadians, forgive me. Oh my gosh. We're going to cause cultural trouble this morning. Call Americans Canadians. Call it Canadians Americans. But Riesel and Ernest tuned in from Lisbon this morning with some music. We'll get there, Peggy. When my 30th wedding anniversary comes in May, I'm going to run into the bedroom and forget what I've come in for. Sexy senior moment. Bon dia.
Sexy senior moment.
Martina Pruda is here as well. Bon dia from Madeira. Alegria. That's really good. That all rhymes, doesn't it? Bon dia, Emma and Josh. You are awesome. I have seen you on Pure Portugal. So fans here already for you. Fantastic. Very excited to see the Belters on with you, Carl from Beverley Maidment. Good morning, Beverley. Me too. I did live in Scotland as a toddler. Bigger. Blink and you miss it. Bigger. Yes, I've heard of that place. My first memories are Bigger. There you go. There's
it's a bit ironic, isn't it? That it's called Bigger and it's really small. I mean, what is that? What's that about? Is that just to mess with people's heads?
It's bigger. No, it's tiny. No, it's bigger. No, it's tiny.
Good morning from Obidosh, from Jacqueline Branco. No, here's another one. So, Dreich and Steichen. What's Steichen mean?
Steichen here. Steichen. That sounds German.
Like Streichen's like straight, like streaking, like streaking down. No, streaking down. No?
Steichen.
Like hammering down. A hammering down, I think. It's like something like hammering down.
Is that someone more Scottish than you are? So some deep Scottish there, maybe.
Depends with the fay, though.
You're coming from a way up north where they speak a completely different language.
It's not even English, man. It's not even English. It's not even English. Nah, it's not something we understand. But the north, like Oban and stuff, man.
Explain yourself, Martina. From Moscow this morning, Bon dia alegria to you, Carolyn. Russian.
Carl.
Yeah, well, you've really got people everywhere.
Oh, Manchester.
No, in Brum, we'd say the weather's a bit mouldy this morning. Gary, that's something that thankfully I'll never witness. Birmingham. That's unkind, Joel. There, Gary made it this far. I'm already forgetting we just celebrated our 25th. And just finally for now, Pete, how do the Belters cope with the sunburn? Oh, cheeky. Surely it's a bit different from the big light bulb in the sky.
Well, we're kind of lucky. We've got Italian heritage, so we've got a little bit of a beige tint to our skin. We're not pure white like some Scottish people, so we cope all right. Yeah, we're all right.
We're no albino, like, you know.
Yeah, come on, Pete, with all these stereotyping. Honestly, what's he like? What a lovely, jolly broadcast this morning. Sad I have to go. We'll catch the replay. Bon dia.
See you later, Hen.
Catch you later, Hen. Oh, that's a lovely thing. Hen as well. That's a beautiful thing. Oh, and they keep coming in. Bon dia from Doreen. Between your show and my binge watching of Peaky Blinders, I'm learning UK accents, but often need some. Can you imagine that? Going to England, talking a mixture of Scottish and Brum on arrival. That's going to be a lot of fun, Doreen. Right, the Belters are here, everybody, and they're going to be performing. Just before you do, though, can you tell us where you are in Portugal, why you love that bit of Portugal here on the Good Morning Portugal show?
Well, we're in the Algarve.
It was great until Corona kicked in. Like,
to be honest, it is still really lovely here. You know, we've got a lot of space. We've got a place to ourselves, really, where the caravan is. So we're kind of quite free here, which is quite lucky, because I'm sure a lot of people are not quite as lucky. So yeah, and to be honest, I just love the energy of Portugal. I just love how chilled out it is. It kind of goes well with what we do. We're quite chilled people. So
it's a bit backdated, man, Portugal. They are a bit backdated. It's a bit old, you know what I mean? Everything's a bit like 20, 30 years behind the time sort of thing, you know what I mean?
Well, where we are anyway.
We are definitely. Yeah. It's just old and rustic, and it's just nice to be. I love Portugal, man.
Yeah,
and you've got the 20, 30 years older, but with the internet. It's a good combination, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
So, you still see the horse and carts, but everybody's got a mobile phone. You know what I mean? Sort of thing, like, you know what I mean? It's funny.
And also, talking of anniversaries and romance and so on, you see the tractors as well, don't you? With the old farmer guy driving, and he's got his missus in the bucket at the front when he's taking her out shopping or something like that.
You've never seen any of that? The missus is sitting on the front of the tractor and he's driving it.
It's
brilliant. I've seen that a couple of times here in Portugal. Like, brilliant.
Absolutely. The Algarve rocks, says Eric, go Ferragado! And can you put it down a little more than just? Can you pin it down a little more than just Algarve? Do you want?
Secret location, Peggy. I can't say exactly where. It's a secret location.
If I have to tell you, I'd have to kill you.
That's right, Peggy. You know what these celebrities are like. They don't want to give that sort of thing away. All and sundry could be turning up.
You're lucky you're even getting an interview. You know.
Yes, I know. Don't mess it up for me, Peggy. Come on with probing questions like that. Absolutely love that description. I go from lobster to leprosy and back again in the sun, says Pete.
That's a bit of a Jesus.
I love the Belgian. So smiley, so Scottish. That's one for the album cover, isn't it? So smiley, so Scottish. From Adrian there, and I might come for a campfire sing along. So yes, when lockdown is over, we could do that, couldn't we? We have a gig.
We've got a place there for that.
Well, yeah, definitely.
And is that without the dreaded coronas you're saying there, Josh? You would be playing all around the Algarve area, would you?
Yeah, I'm pretty much. I'd be playing on the streets a lot of the time. That's how I made a lot of my money, playing on the streets and playing gigs at night. That's how I made a lot of money. I'd done it when I was in Germany as well. I didn't play in bars. I played on the streets in Germany, and that's how I made my money, man. Busking it all over, man. That's how we made all our money. But you can't go in the streets, so we need to do something on the internet, man. You need to keep it alive. You need to keep music going, because I know so many musicians here in the Algarve. They're all in the same position. What do we do? You know what I mean? I know so many musicians that are sitting at home, playing to themselves, you know, because nobody else is getting to hear them. It sucks.
Yeah, it absolutely does. And we do have a way. We will be passing the hat round for the lovely Belters. There's a link, and I will put that inside the comments as well, because these guys have got to, as well as entertain you, they got to eat as well, and buy coffee and stuff and things like that. So we will be.
And shoes.
Like when we do a live feed every Saturday night online, and we always we do ask for tips, but I think some people don't really understand that is actually our only gig every week. You know, that's how we're eating at the moment is from the tips from that gig. And I think people kind of forget that a little bit, because they think, oh, you know, everybody wants something for free these days. And I completely understand that. But, you know, we would be gigging at least 3 or 4 times a week normally. I mean, a week. And now we're doing 1 gig a week, and that's our whole income for the week, you know. So we're just we try our best to appeal to people's good natures.
It's lucky we live in environments like there's not a lot of money involved. It's a lot of like I can do something, you can do something. Let's swap for it. You know what I mean? We live in environments we don't have to pay for a lot of money, so it's handy that way. A lot of people that we know, it's all trading. You know what I mean? So like I can do this, you can do that. So we swap stuff. You know. It makes it easier, man, because there's not a lot of money involved. But there's times when money does come in handy. You know, when you need petrol and stuff like that, like you know, like the basic stuff, like you know, because I need to eat. You know.
And when you rock up to the window in the petrol station and say, "Can I sing you a song for the petrol I've just put in my car?" It doesn't tend to go down too well, does it?
Start licking his windows and freak him out. You know, start licking his windows, start freaking him out.
He's not going to give you petrol if you lick the window, is he? I mean, honestly, my son. Sometimes I look at him and I go, "Did I pick up the wrong one at the hospital?" And then I go, "Nah, I didn't. It's all right. It's all right. He's all right."
He's wonderful. Look, can you post up how to find these guys? Is it on Facebook for the Saturday Night Gig? We will tell you all about how to find out more from these guys, but maybe we should hear from you now. The Belters here on Feel Good Friday on Good Morning Portugal. Can I just exit the stage and drink coffee and delight in your performance?
Yeah, we'll sing a song.
Yeah, of course.
Perhaps if we come back after your first one, and because there will be comments and there may be questions, so if you do it, that'd be fantastic, and we'll return after you. So, you've graced the screen here. Over to you.
Okay.
Simple
money.
Okay, so this is who sings this?
Leonard Skinner.
This is a Leonard Skinner song. Normally it's sung by one person, but because this is my son, I don't think we made that clear.
Yeah.
This is my son.
Yeah.
And I'm his mum.
Yeah. She's not my girlfriend, man. She's not my girlfriend.
We have had that a few times, which is quite creepy.
Yeah. I've had that before. Your wife's great. Excuse me, what?
It's a great compliment to you, Emma.
It makes me look older, it makes you look younger, I suppose. You know what I mean? But it's a bit weird when somebody says, "Oh, your girlfriend's great." You mean my mother? You know, it's
a bit awkward. You know, at that moment. Yes.
It's funny. It's funny to see their face because their face goes, "Oh, I shouldn't have said that." You know, it's quite funny. But anyway, aye.
Fun son.
Well, Mama told me when I was young, come sit beside me, yeah, my only son, and listen closely to what I say. And if you do this, it'll help you some sunny day. Oh, take your time, don't live too fast. Troubles will come and they will pass. We'll find a woman, yeah, and you'll find love. And don't forget, son, there is someone up above.
And be a simple kind of man. Be someone you love and understand. Oh, baby, be a simple kind of man. Won't you do this for me, son? The best you can.
Forget your lust, a rich man's gold. What you need now is in your soul. And you can do this, oh baby, if you try.
And all I want for you, my son, is to be satisfied and be a simple kind of man. Be someone you love and understand. Oh, baby, be a simple this for me, son, the best you can.
But don't you worry, you'll find yourself. Follow your heart and nothing else. And you can do this, oh baby, if you try.
And all I want for you, my son, is to be satisfied and be a simple kind of man. Be someone you love and understand. Oh baby, be a simple kind of man. But won't you do this for me, son, the best you can?
Oh my! Come on, let's see those applause, love hearts.
Hear that all right?
Absolutely, I'm crying here. Yeah, could you? It's so moving to hear you both singing like that from your heart. Amazing, absolutely.
Usually when we're playing live, we've got our
Mic
PA set up so that the sound's really good.
It's a bit bigger, so you can kind of, so you don't have to, you can kind of play with it all
really
a bit more.
well. So on a Saturday night, the sound is like really big. But we thought we'd been with you this morning. We need a bit more space to talk in that without the mics
sitting here in front of you, man. But
absolutely beautiful, as people are saying already here. And yeah, let's see some because it's difficult for you, isn't it? You're not hearing the applause you might have become accustomed to. You know, you're singing.
Yeah. You don't.
You've actually come accustomed to not hearing applause anymore, to be honest.
But the first couple of times is a bit weird, man. First couple of times, because usually you need the energy of the crowd, like you know what I mean. Of
course you do.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But it sounds now you just kind of get used to it. You kind of you bounce off each other is the main thing. You know, you can kind of keep each other going. You know.
Yeah.
Because to do it with the crowd you need the crowd, man. But if you've got no crowd, you need to do it yourself.
Well, you drove a truck into my heart there with your beautiful voices, and I mean that in a good way. Peggy, look, it's love from Peggy down the road from you, Rizal. This is as close as we can get, I think, to giving you some applause on the screen.
No, that's what we usually give them. But that's amazing enough because people actually you can actually see them in their houses, like you know what I mean. You can see them.
Yeah, Joseph, Penny saying beautiful as well. Rizal, like a clap, 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 bang, bang, bang as well there. Hank from California, a nice round of applause there. Andy, the Doc Thompson, some love hearts from you. Great harmony, says Peggy.
Thank you.
Vanessa's here as well. Vanessa Smith-Cracknell with some applause for you. Let's get that love. If we want to pay you a financial compliment, let's do that. Gosh, I will be at the end of the show. Beautiful from Fiona Worrell. Sounding brilliant, says Brenda. Good song. Yeah, what song? What song? Loving it, says Rona. Beautiful voices. Obrigada from Gail. And look, Gary, the Brummies try and have a go at the Scottish here. Good
man
job.
and hen. Good lad, Daddy.
Good lads,
Get right in about it. Get right in about it, Gaza. Go on yourself.
Pundia Torres from Birmingham. Sorry for my absence, been busy, but starting back on my 1,200-mile road trip to Leiria tomorrow. Wow. Love the music, guys. Really nice. Nice to see you, Belters. Agreed, busking is such a great thing to do. It brings light and colour to a town.
It really does. It really, really does.
Okay.
I realised that in Germany a lot, man.
And where would you be? Where if people are coming to the Algarve, where do you normally perform there?
Well,
anywhere, man.
I've been here for a while now, so I've done all places. I've been in Albufeira, I've been in Alvor, I've been in I've been everywhere. I think it would be better to say where I haven't played. Like, so what has happened in the past is you get a residencia for the summer, so you would play one place every Thursday night, or some places you'd play a couple of nights a week. And then you get, and amongst that, you get different places. I've done a lot of campsites, and a lot of Irish bars as well. I've done so much stuff over here, but
I done more busking. I've done more busking than I've done a lot of gigs as well. Obviously, played in a lot of bars when I was younger with my mum and stuff, man. But I done a lot more busking when I left because I prefer playing on the streets, man.
But he came over with me for a little while. hadn't been playing music since he was about 16. And when he came over here to see me, and we hadn't seen each other for nearly over a year because I'd gone travelling.
A couple of years
because he was in Scotland and I came over here with the caravan by myself to Portugal. And he was 20 at the time. So he hadn't seen me for a couple of years, and the first thing I did was hand him a guitar. And within 2 weeks, we were playing our first gig again. I was like, right, roped him back in, you know.
And then I've done that ever since.
And then he went off to Germany by himself with a lovely lady that he met, and he come into himself with his music there for the first time in his life. He actually embraced his music as his job, and now he sees himself as a musician. It took me 23 years to get him to drag him into that way of living, but I got there, and now he actually sees himself as a musician, and so I'm so proud.
I proved it to myself when I was in Germany. I proved it to myself. I was making a lot of money playing on the streets in Germany. It was really quite amazing. And the Germans love their music, man. They really do. They're really appreciative of their musicians.
Yes.
And I made a lot of money, man. I paid for my guitar in 2 weeks because of busking, stuff like that. You know, really quite amazing.
That sounds like the basis for a song, doesn't it? That's that story in itself. Busking for 2 weeks, paying for your own guitar.
I think about 2 weeks or something like that. 2 weeks.
It's got that sort of I bought my first 6-string kind of vibe about it, hasn't it? So
totally. Because that was the first guitar I ever bought in my life was this, man. And I did, like, for 2 weeks, it was just, like, nothing but playing. And within 2 weeks, I handed her €300 in change.
Yes, fantastic. Lovely. What a brilliant story. You're being compared to Al Large, who's clearly probably a very handsome American actor. I don't know if you've had that comparison before. Going back to Sunburn, Owen says it never bothers him. Yeah, of course, Owen. I'm going to ask you if you wouldn't mind playing a couple more for us this morning. I'm sure people don't want to hear me rabbiting, and I'd love to hear you. But before you do that, can you tell us how people can get in touch? Look, because we've got this link for Saturday nights, please, and loads more.
It's on our Belters page.
Facebook.
Let me find that. While you're playing, I will find that.
Actually, or go to my personal Facebook page, the Emma Belter one, is where we play from on Saturday night. But we do also have a Belters page as well. So those two pages, we do paid. Sometimes we'll do a ticketed concert on a special occasion. We're doing one on Valentine's Day. Like we'll do one
Mother's
a month.
Day, Easter, something like that, where you've got like Paddy's Day, something like that, something that's a big day.
Tickets are about £3 to watch us live, and then we do our regular Saturday night, which is free for tips on my page, on my Belters page.
Okay, I'll find that. Talking of Paddy's Day, look, we've got a shamrock in here from Johnny in Belgium. Listeners from Belgium. Gary, busting, mate. He really enjoyed that. Amazing. I'm crying too, says Ginny. I mean, what's it like when you move an audience to tears like that?
It's
difficult. It's difficult when you start crying because of the audience.
Yes,
that's when it's difficult because you're feeling. I've had it when I've had it even when I've been busking. People have been crying and it's set me off. And you try to play and you're going, you know, tears and stuff, man. It's really difficult to keep it together, eh? It's happened to me a couple of times, man. It's really difficult to keep a song together where you've got tears in your eyes and you're like, could you just stop it? Like, you know, it's like, stop it. Yeah. It's amazing to be able to push. It's amazing to be able to change somebody like that, you know. But it's difficult because they set you off because the energies are so high sometimes, man.
Yes. Oh wow, yeah. Emma and Josh, hi from Susan. From a round of applause from Moscow this morning. Come and busking there. You're getting busking requests now.
If the borders were open, I would be up to busk anywhere. You know, I really
is in Portugal.
Is it?
Yeah. South of Portugal. Yeah.
Lyria sounds like somewhere we're in the misty lands.
The misty lands of Lyria.
You've got to be careful. Yes, it's a bit like Middle Earth, probably. So just be careful. Peter Bleach, thumbs up from there. There's a great bar on the front of Oljostagua where I've seen some good gigs. I'm thinking, you know, if people... Oh, right, okay. When people are walking about the Algarve, they'll remember you from this performance this morning. Like, hold on a minute, I know those voices, and they'll probably chance upon you one day there. Saudação a todos daqui hoje from Marcos Valbon. Awesome, guys. What a lovely family story. You can see the shared passion. That's absolutely wonderful. Great to hear your story. My daughter's a busker too when she's not still in the hospital with tiny baby. Oh, bless her. I hope they're doing well, Fiona. She's a fiddle player.
She's a fiddler.
She fiddles a
bit.
She does well with playing at markets and other streets. Fantastic.
Alex, come and play with us.
I love a fiddle.
Thanks for that, Alex.
A market day might be a good gig around Portugal. Enjoyed the Belters. Great name. Look forward to seeing you when we all get back to the Algarve from a very wet Glasgow. From Alex.
Well done, Carol. You got that right. There's my nana, there's my mum.
Oh, hey, how lovely. Maria's here as well. Good morning, wee bairns there from Wash Hands. Okay. Sure, Bregal. Thank you, Doreen, for that. Just wipe them on him. Emma and Josh, can we have a couple more from you? Can we ask this morning? And then we will leave it right there. But I will just leave this link. Please show your love and appreciation to these lovely people, the Belters, who've joined us this morning for Feel Good Friday, if you will, people. And they'll play us. They'll play us into the weekend. Is this a Scottish name here? Wasn't it me? From I think. It could be
it wasn't me. It was not me.
Yeah, sorry, for the Americans, that's a translation there. Yeah,
it wasn't me. It was not me.
Okay. Very useful to know, actually. So, thank you so much for being here this morning. Over to you, maybe for a couple more, and we'll go into the weekend from there. Thank you, Emma and Josh, so much.
Cool. Yeah.
All right, we'll do a wee reggae one for you because we love Bob Marley. We love Bob Marley in this caravan.
Why?
Get up, stand up.
Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight.
Reach your man, don't tell me heaven is under the earth. I know you don't know what life is really worth. It's not all that glitters is gold. Half the story has never been told. And now you see the lights.
Yeah.
Stand up for your rights.
Ja. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight.
Life is your right.
Get up, stand up.
So you can't give up the fight.
Stand up for your right.
Right now.
Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight.
Most people think great God will come from the sky, take away everything and make everybody feel high. But if you know what life is worth, you will look for yours on earth. And now you see the lights.
Yeah.
Stand up for your rights.
Get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up.
Susie,
don't give up the fight.
Life is your right.
Get up, stand up.
So you can't give up the fight.
Stand up for your right.
Ooh.
Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight.
You're sick and tired of your ises, kisses, and you die to go to heaven in your Jesus name, y'all. We know and we understand. The mighty God is the living woman. You can fool some people sometimes, but you can't fool all the people all the time. And now you see the lights.
Yeah.
Stand up for your rights.
Yeah. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight.
Life is your right.
Get up, stand up.
So you can't give up the fight.
Stand up for your right.
Stand up right now.
Get up, stand up.
Oh,
don't give up the fight.
One more time.
Get up, stand up.
Get up, stand up.
Stand up for your right.
Stand up for your right.
Get up, stand up.
Get up, stand up.
Don't give up the fight.
Don't give it up, no,
don't give up the fight.
Stand up for your rights.
Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight.
Yeah, man.
Woo! Beautiful.
So on a Saturday night when we play, it's a request show. So if we know the songs that people ask for, we'll play them there and
So you
then.
keep them to yourself, like,
And if we don't know them, then we'll go and learn them for the following week and then play them the next week. So that's kind of how we're doing it. So this week we've been asked to play Oasis, which we can't stand, but we'll do because we love our fans so much.
Fans, yeah.
We've been asked to play Rolling on the River, Tina Turner.
Yeah.
And
Wild Mountain Time.
Yeah. And there's one more. Biffy Clyro, a song by Biffy Clyro. So we've got
Bubbles.
4 songs we've had to learn, which we're going to play on Saturday night for our fans. This song we're going to do now.
Does fire shows. Our son does fire shows. He didn't play music, but he's a fire show. He does the poy.
Oh, fire show, no way.
Yeah, that's cool. Like,
what? He does not play music, but that would be cool. We could get him in
fire
here.
poy, man.
Maybe
Amazing.
a bit dangerous in the caravan, but we could get him outside while we play him.
Be a laugh, wouldn't
Aye,
it?
we could
Dance, monkey girl, dance.
So this one, oh, there's Addy. Hi, Addy. We've got your request for Saturday night. We've got Bubbles for Saturday night for you. Yeah, so this one that we're going to play now was a request for a fan. We've been doing these gigs for the whole lockdown pretty much every single Saturday night. So we're getting quite acquainted with our fans now, which is nice. But this is a country song called Tennessee Whiskey, or Highlander Whiskey if you want to change it to a Scottish version.
Glenfiddich Whiskey.
Glenfiddich.
Yeah, you got it right, yeah? Jeepers. Used to spend my nights out in the barroom. Liquor was the only love I ever known. But you rescued me from reaching from the bottom. Brought me back from being too far gone. You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine.
You're as warm as a glass of brandy.
I get stoned on your love all the time.
I look for love in all the wrong places. Found the bottom of the bottle always dry. You poured out your heart, I couldn't waste it. 'Cause there's nothing like your love to get me high.
You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine.
Oh, you're as warm as a glass of brandy.
I get stoned on your love all the time.
Oh.
Huh? You're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. You're as sweet as strawberry wine.
You're as warm as a glass of brandy. I get stoned
on your love all the time. I get stoned on your love all the time. I get stoned on your love all the time.
Oh, so beautiful. Thank you so much. Come on, show your appreciation on the screen. Buy them a cup of coffee as well, folks. PayPal.com/PayPalme/Emma Belter. Tune in as well tomorrow evening for the show on Emma's page there. The link is in the comments. You guys, Emma, Josh, thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thank you so much for having us. It's been so much fun, actually. I didn't think we would have so much fun singing this early in the morning.
No, but actually, it's pretty set off the day, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, have a beautiful weekend. Take care. Ciao, ciao, everybody.
Thank you. Bye now.
Bye for now. Ciao, ciao, Talogo. See you tonight in the man cave. Bye for now.